Hi Taurus, this is your October 13th through the 19th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you this week. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth and final spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Taurus. We have the Star, clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Magician. We have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Empress with the Four of Wands and the Lovers. And we also have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Virgo, perhaps even another Taurus. Alright, yeah. We have every single air sign on the table, Taurus. Alright, we got Gemini here twice, as a matter of fact, and we have you here twice as well. Okay, and you know what? Sometimes I look at readings, and I'm like, so yeah, this is. I could say something like, oh yeah, it's a good start. Perhaps they can work things out, or perhaps they can take it from here. Sometimes I look at readings and I say, no, this is definitely a no-go. And sometimes I look at readings and I definitely know that these two people are getting married, right? So this is one of those where I look at the reading and I definitely see you and this person getting married at some point in the future. All right? It's not even questionable. It's like, it's almost inevitable. Well, nothing is inevitable, right? But yeah, look at this. We got what? 5 major arcana cards. We got 9 cards on the table. 5 of them are major arcana cards. Out of the remaining minor arcana cards, 2 are marriage cards. All right? Another minor arcana card is the Ace of Pentacles. All right? It feels like final. It's final. You're not even going to be questioning it. Right? This reading starts with 3 major arcana cards, right? The Star, the Hierophant, the Magician. Right, 3 major arcana cards. I can interpret the Star with the Hierophant. The Hierophant, by the way, is your major arcana card, Taurus. All right. At the same time, the Hierophant is a card of marriage, just like the Ten of Cups and the 3 and the 4 of Wands. So technically, we have 3 marriage cards. Right? The Hierophant is your major arcana card, but it's also a card of marriage. The Hierophant could be a card of education, spirituality, religion. It's a card of something formal, official, something like that. And the Star, the first card that came out, could simply be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but it is a card of a wish come true. Right? So this reading starts with a wish come true card. And the thing about the Star, it is something we wish for and hope for a while, for a long time. Alright, so this reading starts with a wish granted card, just so you know, and it's clarified by you, or depending on how you interpret the Hierophant. After that, we have the Magician, could be either Gemini or Virgo you're dealing with. The Magician is a card of manifestation, right? So it's kind of surprising. First you have the wish come true card, and only after that you have a manifestation card. At the same time, the Magician is a card of taking action. It's a very action-oriented card. Right? Perhaps you meet this person at some kind of a party, right? On the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups. It is a card of a party, any type of a party, someone's birthday. Maybe you're going to a Libra birthday. Maybe it's some kind of a reunion. Perhaps this is not a brand new person. Maybe you're going to a reunion, but somebody will bring a friend, so maybe a new person, but at a reunion. The Three of Cups could be just celebrating, going out to a club, to a conference of some sort, or some kind of gathering. Maybe you're going to a museum because they brought out and they have a new exhibit or something like that. Just think of some kind of a party or an event with that Three of Cups. Right? It is a minor arcana card, but the thing about the cards on the bottom of the deck, sometimes the card on the bottom of the deck shows what you're not expecting. So maybe it's like an unexpected party, reunion, or what have you. And then, bam, you got that Star card from the very beginning. Anyway, the Ace of Pentacles in the middle, clarified by the Ten of Cups. So this is when things are definitely getting serious, right? Those are some serious major arcana cards in the beginning, but the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups, this is when those two cards put together, it's like a marriage proposal. right? Those two cards put together is a marriage proposal. Because the Ace of Pentacles definitely comes as a marriage proposal card every once in a while, and it is a card of a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity, and the Ten of Cups clarifying it as another marriage card. In the potential outcome, the Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers. The Empress is your major arcana card, just like the Hierophant. You share it with Libra, right? You and Libra share the Empress, but at the same time, it is a card of a wife figure, it is a card of a spouse figure, it is a card of mother figure. The Four of Wands in the middle is the last marriage card in this reading, right? The third one. And the Lovers, it is another Gemini card. It's also a card of a choice, but I think at this point, if you are choosing something, maybe this is you two choosing your wedding venue, or you're choosing names for your kids. You're choosing where the two of you want to live together. You know, it's that type of a choice with the two cards like that, the Empress and the Four of Wands sitting right next to it. So it looks fantastic, Taurus. This is a done deal. Like, no question in my mind that you could definitely be spending the rest of your life with this person. All right? Really happy for you, Taurus. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Taurus, this part is for you. We have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo. You know what it feels like? It feels like you took a little bit of break to think about something, and you're deciding to go, or you're deciding to communicate something to someone. All right? Yeah, some of you could be maybe taking some time off this week, but then going somewhere later. Okay, because the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands are like completely opposite cards when it comes to what's actually going on. There isn't really much going on with the Four of Swords, unless somebody's literally sleeping, taking a break, or thinking about stuff, right? But then with the Eight of Wands right next to the deck, it's the fastest cards, one of the fastest cards in the deck, right? So for some of you, it's literally going somewhere. For others of you, communicating with someone and going. Right? In the middle, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Three of Wands. This is where that decision comes in. Right? The Ace of Swords, somebody could be saying yes. It could be somebody wanting to have a conversation. Or it's simply, you know, a very decisive card. Somebody is just deciding, yes, this is how it's going to be. And the Three of Wands clarifying that is a card that could be interpreted as a final decision. The Sun on the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Leo. The Sun could be someplace warm. Maybe you're going someplace warm, or maybe you're someplace warm right now. It's also a card of clarity, right? Just like the Ace of Swords, by the way. So it's you may have like an epiphany of some sort, and based on that epiphany, you could be deciding something, or maybe you're gaining clarity, and based on you getting that clarity, you're going to make some kind of a decision. All right, so yeah, you're taking a break, or sleeping, or thinking with the Four of Swords, but then things start to unfold after that. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent. So we have Death. We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, perhaps even another earth sign, just like yourself, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, interesting reading, Taurus, I gotta tell you. The Queen of Pentacles right next to the deck. For some of you, or for most of you, that would be you. And that Ace of Pentacles is directed at you. Alright, for others of you, the Queen of Pentacles could be maybe a fellow earth sign. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I'll just not to waste your time or to confuse you, I'm going to assume you're the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, just to make it easier for me to interpret. Death, the first card that came out, could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but Death could be a card of a transformation. Perhaps the person you're going to be communicate or getting together with, or the person you're going to be communicating with, or whatever, maybe they are a widow or a widower, right? Maybe their spouse or their significant other passed away at some point in the past. I'm not predicting anybody passing away this week, no, but perhaps they did a while ago, okay? And maybe you will somehow reconnect this week, Okay, maybe you will. Death could also be a card of a transformation, right? Maybe this is an ex coming back to you, and it's finally dawning on them that their lifestyle or the way they were treating you was incorrect. So you were right all along, right? So maybe they thought about it and they are completely overhauling their life. And they're going to come back to you and tell you, you know what, sweetie, you were right all along, and these are the changes I've made in my life, so can we please try again? I will behave. I'll be good to you. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's also what's going on with the death card. Okay? Whatever the case, we do have a couple of aces here, right? The Ace of Wands is a clarified, came out after I pulled those three cards out, so they're waiting to see you. They're waiting for some kind of an opportunity to be with you. Maybe both of you are supposed to go to the same event at some point this week. All right? Or maybe both of you, something else, they could be waiting for something else. Right? So they could, maybe they're waiting for some money to come in or for something else. But for most of you, they're waiting to see you in person and present you with that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you can take it from there. The two aces, Taurus. I'm not trying to make you lean towards, reconciling with this person. If I were you, I would at least listen to what they have to say. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus, this week. We have the Six of Pentacles, the World, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Well, there is a completion, but it's a good completion. It's the completion that will give you a reason to celebrate. Okay, some of you are being promoted, and maybe that's what completion is, and you'll be celebrating your promotion. Some of you are completing a project, completing a gig. If you work for yourself, if you're a consultant or a freelancer, some of you could be retiring and celebrating that. Others of you, maybe you're quitting one job and you're taking some time off before your next gig starts, and maybe you're gonna take a couple of weeks off and just have a good time. Okay, so something along those lines. There's definitely a completion with the World card, but I usually interpret it as a happy end card. With the Six of Pentacles to the left, you're getting paid or you're being chosen for something. All right, and with the Three of Cups, you're celebrating. The Nine of Cups is a wish come true. Okay, and the World is definitely an ending, but it's a happy end. A happy end. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, Justice, and we have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I got to be honest with you, Taurus, the first thing I thought of, maybe what you're not expecting is you being invited to a Libra birthday party. Okay, and something good is going to come out of that. Okay, you got Libra written all over this reading. Okay, first of all, Justice is a Libra major arcana card, right? And the Queen of Swords, the first card that came out, it could be any air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So perhaps it's this Libra in this reading twice, right? For others of you, it doesn't have to be about love. It doesn't have to be about Libra. Perhaps what you're not expecting is this Queen of Swords winning at a lawsuit or something like that. All right, or maybe this Queen of Swords is getting something approved by the government or by a bank or by a financial institution. All right, or maybe this Queen of Swords is being promoted at work, or if they run their own business, they're winning a contract or something like that, or this Queen of Swords is being recognized for something. If I'm connecting with a male or masculine Taurus, maybe you are gonna get something off the ground with this Queen of Swords romantically, because we do have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck after all, right? The Two of Cups is a soulmate card. It is a card of when two people are on the same page, feeling the same way, but it could also be a card of like a handshake, some kind of a contract, paperwork being signed, some kind of a deal being established, or partnership alliance being established, or something like that. Okay, so for some of you, it's a settlement, right? A settlement. So that's what you're not expecting, Taurus. And that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.